just set a red light and feasting on their flesh. You can hear loud noises all around us. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to AmysCrypt. Today we're going to be exploring Sighișoara, which is a medieval town in the region of Transylvania in Romania. This place is very old and has some awesome history. There's also a lot of really spooky places that we're going to explore here. I'll take you for a look around in the day, but we're also going to come back to some places at night, so stay tuned. So I'm just taking you guys to our first spooky location. It is known as the Scholar's Stairs, but I just wanted to show you around because this place is beautiful. All of the buildings are really old and I'm walking along raised cobblestone streets. It's great. Right behind me is the Scholar's Stairs. This is 176 steps that leads up a hill to the church on top, as well as the cemetery. They're very interesting to me as they're supposedly haunted and they're pretty creepy looking, so let's go up. So we made it to the top. It is very creepy coming up that staircase, and that is one of the places I want to return to investigate tonight. But for now, we're going to check out all the spooky places on top of this hill. So I thought that this cemetery was quite large from just the bit that we explored then, but actually keeps going down the hill. There's different layers to it. So it's a lot bigger than I first thought. Let's go check out these lower levels. Yeah, check this out. You can see it goes down on all these different levels down the hill. And then if you look up, this looks awesome. It's going up. Check out down there, there's tombstones in this overgrowth as well. There's just random tombstones and graves everywhere. A lot of this cemetery is very overgrown. The top is maintained, but down here is a lot rougher. It actually really reminds me of the Highgate Cemetery in London. I have a video on that one too if you're interested. I'll link that one, but this place is awesome. directly behind me is one of the most stunning in Sighisoara. It is the old clock tower. The bottom of the building was actually built in the 14th century, so it's quite old. The upper levels of the tower came in later periods. Now this place was actually pretty destroyed. It got burnt out in a fire in the 1600s, but was restored shortly after that. Now what is cool and creepy about the building is it still has arrow slits visible on it that were actually used. In the 18th century, it even contained a prison, and until recently it has now unfortunately closed, but it also held a museum of torture devices. So this was used as a prison. I don't know what area of it was. Found a little barred off window though that looks kind of cool, so we're going to try and peek in it. Totally looks prison-ish. I don't know if it is though. On the other side I think was where the torture chamber used to be, but they've told me it's closed down now, so. Alright, so now I'm going to walk you over to our next location, which is a big reason why I wanted to come to this place in Romania. We are headed to the birthplace of Vlad Vlad the Impaler, or the real-life Dracula. So the really cute little yellow house behind me is actually supposedly the birthplace of the real-life Dracula, Vlad. He was apparently born there in 1431, and today the bottom floor operates as a fun little Dracula-themed restaurant. You can actually visit the upper floor where the room that Vlad was apparently born in exists, which is also a fun little vampire-themed museum. We're gonna go in and check that out, but I really wanted to bring you guys here because it is so fitting to my travels all throughout Romania this October. Sitting is here, and here is everything from clocks to hip flasks to bowls. Alright, so we're just heading upstairs into the birthplace of Vlad. A fun experience. I just got in a coffin inside the room that the real-life Dracula was supposedly born. Okay, there's another room. So let's head through and see what we can find. Okay, so they have a lot of Vlad symbols, statue of his bust right here on the table. Over here, another much larger one. And this is interesting, guys. On the wall here we have a depiction of a very famous painting that probably was responsible for a lot of the rumors about Vlad and why he was so bloodthirsty. So this was a battle that he obviously won. You can see a lot of people here impaled, which was his signature execution sort of go-to method. And he is dining in front of them. So many people, after seeing this image depicted, linked it to him drinking their blood and feasting on their flesh. So it's kind of cool, creepy that they have this in here. This is so cool. I would totally love to have dinner here. We will downstairs, but not up here. Okay, we have another Vlad portrait. It's very nice. This is cool. These are maps of Transylvania. And then there's a little vampire, of course, a Dracula. I love this. So the room I'm sitting in now is allegedly the very room that Vlad Tepes was born in 1431. So this building's really cool. The restaurant area extends to a terrace outside, so you can come and dine here before you check out the museum. And I'm just enjoying a nice glass of wine. We're just going for a walk up to that haunted staircase that we explored today. And Sighișoara is so nice at night. It's really quiet and everything's kind of lit up, and it's just nice. It's different to during the day because it's not bustling with tourists everywhere. Let's go check out the spooky part of it. Alright guys, we're right at the entrance of the spooky, creepy, haunted staircase. I'm getting ready to go up. Or maybe Jared goes up. How do you feel about a Jared cam?
No.
I'm just kidding. I actually want to go up these stairs. I'm gonna walk to the top, see if anything spooky happens. And it is quite creepy looking through these, which you probably can't see any of. Maybe we see if the cemetery is open again. We can go in, maybe get some cool nighttime photos. I like doing that. It's pretty spooky. Guys, there is a lot of stairs here. I think it's around 200, just less than, but...
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 400 or something.
Nah, I don't think it's... I mean, it feels like 400. And I just ate this big bowl of pasta as well, so I'm struggling. We'll make it. These look creepy, all these hangings, this cobweb, and this plant growing through the roof.
This feels like an entrance to like a ride at a theme park, like a Western log flume ride or something, and you have to wait in line on these
yeah,
big
on a busy summer day, the line goes all the way down.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's...
Except it's a real old staircase.
It feels artificial because it is so real, if that makes sense. Okay, super dark now. It's missing some light here. I can totally see why people think that this place is haunted. It's so creepy. At night, really creepy. Right.
Made it.
Pretty cool.
Hang on, let's look back. See what we've accomplished.
Gee, yeah, that's pretty good. There's someone down there, that's creepy. So we're back at the cemetery on top of the hill. And we were pretty sure that it closed at night because there's these big gates here, but it's open, so we gotta go in.
Whoa. You can't see anything on here.
Are you using night vision?
Yes. That bird sounds creepy. That's...
Oh, it sounds like some raven coming to kill me. Yeah.
What was that?
It doesn't sound very happy, does it?
Sounds like a baby crying.
It's really cool.
I can hear like noises.
I can hear a pack of dogs down there. And
Oh God.
So there is a pretty, it's not full, but it's kind of close, like half full. The moon is sort of lighting the way, I think.
Maybe for you, I can't see shit.
Oh, well, I'm doing okay. Maybe because you're looking at the screen. So that guy's followed us. We're gonna go hide.
He hasn't come through the gates. He didn't come through the gates.
No, but he's just hanging out there. I don't know. Imagine if he came to close the gates and got locked in.
You'd love that.
I can hear loud noises all around us. Maybe it's things falling out of these trees onto sticks and dry leaves and that on the floor. It's kind of what it sounds like. But it's really scary because it's so dark. And we're in a Transylvania cemetery at midnight. I'm just wondering if that person will follow us.
I think they're gone.
So scary.
The bark falling out of the tree, it seriously sounds like footsteps.
I know, right? It has to be bark though. You agree?
Yeah.
Otherwise there's like another 30 people in this cemetery with us. So there isn't really any ghost stories particularly centered on this cemetery. It is quite spooky, and as we saw in the day, it's very overgrown, very old, and it just has a really cool vibe because of how it's laid out down the hill. So we're going to keep walking downwards through the hill and maybe see if that gate down there is open and we can exit through that.
Otherwise
we have to come all the way back up when we come here, and if that one's locked by that time, we're a little bit f***ed. Is that bat or is that bug?
bat or crickets? Do they have crickets here?
Could be a cricket. Is there a red light in there? So we've just set a red light down the hill.
I don't know if you can see it on camera. Hang on. Yeah, you can. There it is.
It doesn't look like it's too far away. It's not moving around, but it's flickering. So we are gonna go and suss it out.
Right where the sound of dogs are coming from.
Can you hear that?
Oh,
There's like a dragging metallic sound down there. That. So we're going towards the dog bark. It's probably not wise. Shh. I thought I just heard a man's voice. Oh, here it is. It's a candle.
a candle lit in the middle of the cemetery, in the middle of the night. Hang on. Really?
I think it's electronic.
Well,
Debunked.
that solves the mystery.
That's what I thought it was anyway. Okay, let's go. This is the back of the church on the hill. It's just illuminated at night. There's some, I guess they're pine trees in front of it. It just looks really freaking cool. way down one of the cobblestone streets, headed to the birthplace of Vlad the Impaler. This is really hard to walk on. I've been walking in the drain because it's actually easier. So I've come back for another look at Vlad's house during the night. It's really cool, and it's much nicer because there's not a million tourists cramming around the doorway trying to get in or out. And then over here, literally like 2 doors down, is the massive clock tower. It's so cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please remember to like, comment and share. That really helps me out. If you want to visit any more haunted places in Romania with me, make sure to hit subscribe. I have more coming all throughout October. If you want to read anything else about haunted places, head to AmysCrypt.com. And remember, until next time, stay spooky.